Hello everyone, Father Lamb here, and today is Wednesday again. It's Wednesday, May 31st, which is the feast of the Visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary. I thought maybe I'd focus on that for a moment today. You know, the beauty of the Visitation really is that Mary, after receiving that incredible news that she was bearing the Savior of the world, Jesus Christ, the first thing she did, what her instincts told her to do, was to go and visit her cousin, St. Elizabeth, who was pregnant, of course, with St. John the Baptist. And that's really something, when you think about that visitation, like what does that mean? Like what's the difference between like a visitation and just a simple visit? We visit each other all the time. Come on over and visit. Come over on Memorial Day. We're going to have hot dogs and hamburgers or whatever. So we have these visits. And what's a visitation? It's something deeper. It's something more exceptional. That Mary was coming to not just with a message for Elizabeth, like, I'm going to bear the Savior of the world, this is incredible, which it was, but she was bringing with her a presence, the presence of Jesus Christ within her. She was pregnant with him. She was bringing that whole presence with her. And of course, then St. John the Baptist, in response to that, was kicking in the womb of St. Elizabeth. He recognized the presence of Christ, and he couldn't hear any of those words, you see. That's pretty powerful to think about when we deal with each other, that we have a simple visit or a visitation, something deeper, that when we encounter people in a deeper way, it's because we're aware of the presence of God in the relationship. Am I just visiting my friend, or am I aware that I'm bringing Christ to my friend? And my friend in turn can be bringing God, bringing Christ into my life. As you all know, this past week we lost our sister, my blood sister, Sister Sarah Lamb, affectionately known as Sally. If any of you are from the Philadelphia area, years ago there used to be a show there called Sally Star. As little kids we used to watch that. I think they had cartoons and stuff, I forget now. But they used to refer to Sally Star as our gal Sal. So when we were growing up, we called our sister, Sal, and sometimes our gal Sal, just as that little phrase. But I just got to tell you, so many of you have been wonderful in reaching out, and you have really kind of brought to us the visitation, if you will. You've brought Christ into our lives. I'll speak on behalf of my family, just through your notes, words of encouragement, letters, through social media. Incredible, just the prayers that you've been bringing to our families meant a whole lot, and I thank you for that. It's really the prayers of other people that sort of sustain you, and I'm experiencing that. I just feel a grace that I didn't have before. A grace that I couldn't run out and try to grab for myself, because grace means gift. It's a gift from all of you who have reached out and been praying for me, my family, and for the soul of our sister, Sister Sarah. So thank you for that. It means so much. So maybe just keeping it simple this week in the spirit of the visitation, maybe you and I can be aware in our encounters with people that we're not just visiting with them, we're bringing Christ to them. Your words to me of whatever sympathy and love you have brought God into my life in a deeper way, and I'm grateful for that. And then our job for each other is to bring God into our relationships. So maybe this week, just as you encounter people, you're visiting people, you're going here and there, just little encounters with people, be aware that you're not just encountering that person. You're encountering the presence of God in them, and this is the most important thing, you're bringing the presence of God to that person. That's what Mary did for St. Elizabeth, and that's what God is calling us to do. God lives in every single person. As St. Therese would say, each one of us is a tabernacle for God. Isn't that a great picture image? A tabernacle for God. So even that person that drives you crazy, if you picture them being a tabernacle and Christ being in them, then we reach into that tabernacle, into where Jesus is there, and touch the heart of Christ that's in there. It's the God in you that touches the God in me, and the God in me that touches the God in you. This week, let's be aware of the presence of Jesus in all of our relationships. God bless you.